There are some bikes out there that are so special they can impress upon a generation for decades to come. I'm not talking about brands here, okay? Many have done that. I'm talking about a particular model. I'm talking about the Italjet Dragster.
I'm a one-way motorway. I'm the one that drives away and follows you back home. Oh, it's times like these you learn to live again.
Let's backtrack here a bit. Italjet was born in 1959, birthed by Italian Leopoldo Tartarini, at a sweet spot time of sorts due to its relative distance from World War II, and really cool out-of-your-mind music. Since then till now, they have always headed to where the vision of Leopoldo has always gazed at, and that is the land of moto innovation, mechanical sophistication, peppered with style and design. Leopoldo was a who's who back in the day. He's a racer, a visionary, and a champ. Through the years, they made really cool bikes. And it was in 1998 that they came up with the Dragster, done by Italjet Moto. It is the only mass-produced scooter to have RAAD forkless front suspension. Now, under the leadership of Leopoldo's son, Massimo Tartarini, who by the way I met when he was in Manila a few years back and who I see every year in Eichmel, very nice guy, we have the next generation Italjet Dragster. And my goodness, it is a looker.
Too soon, I don't know how to live without my hand on this throat. I fight him always and still. Oh darling, it's so sweet, you think you know how crazy I am. You say you don't spook easy, you won't go, but I know when I pray that you will. Fast as you can, baby, run free yourself up.
What we have is the limited edition, one of only 499 made worldwide. As you see, we have a numbered plate and Brembo brakes. Apart from that, it has what the standard has. Of course, what pops out immediately is the molybdenum chrome trellis frame with die-cast aluminum plates. Simply beautiful with a lot of function behind it. And when you ride it, you'll know what I mean. Such a solid, sturdy frame. It's got a 200cc liquid-cooled motor with about 20 HP with 17 Nm of torque, capable of capping off at 125 kph. Transmission is a CVT system, pretty high performing, and it is also Euro 5 compliant. It has LED lighting all the way, very nice. We have thin definitive lines for lights. Suspension, we got monoshocks at the rear, and of course, what the Italjet is known for, ISS, or Independent Steering System. So since it is independent, vibration is isolated at the lower front, and your handlebar feels even more solid and secure. Fuel tank can carry 9 liters of fuel.
To a place where I'm begging for lift, right down in the wonder.
Right, taking a closer look now at the Italjet Dragster. This is the limited edition, ladies and gentlemen. Different color scheme, and you have a numbered plate to show that this is limited edition. This is 247 out of 499 made. Then you have the signature of Massimo Tartarini. Very nice guy, by the way. Met him in Eichmann and he showed up in the Makinamoto show too. You also have decals here showing it is limited edition. Specs aside, I just want to point out on just how awesome this bike is in terms of design. These little holes here, look at how that's done. You got a hole here too. You got your trellis frame. It's just screaming sport. You got your monoshock to handle the front, and you got your monoshock at the rear as well. Look at your suspension at the front. Look at that awesome piece of engineering. Right? Shocks there to support our single front end swing arm. This is awesome work right there. Look at how beefy and solid this swing arm is. This is solid. Fantastic work here. The look of the mag is also complementing all the lines of the bike. If you're looking at all of these sharp, sort of like squiggly lines, you find it all over the bike, and it's just complementing everything. Very, very aggressive headlight over there. Let's fire it up. LED, of course. And your bright, that's your right, not right. Let's take a listen. Although it is quiet, I would still say there is a menacing tone to it. That's just telling me, hey, we are in sport scooter mode. This is an Italjet Dragster. Curious to what this would sound like with performance aftermarket exhausts, you know? I'm sure it's gonna sound awesome. One of the things that I would also commend, I mean, everywhere you look in this bike, there's really nothing cheap about it. Everything is just primo quality. One I would definitely commend here is the seat. This is just one of the best seats I've ever seen on an automatic. How it just curves all the way up here. The quality, you'd find this upholstery, this texture in high-end cars too. I mean, they put it here. This is a sporty scooter. Don't look for a cushiony ride. It's gonna be sport bike mode, stiff. I mean, you're not gonna get a lot of foam here. It's not going to be as comfortable as, let's say, maxi scoots out there or some other Japanese scooters, but you're not going to buy this for comfort. You're going to buy this for performance. You're going to buy this for the look. You're going to buy this because of sport, right? It's going to be hugging and taking on corners, especially if you're going to hit the corners aggressively. This scoot's going to take it on. You got a solid frame. You got solid suspension, very sporty suspension, very good suspension. You got really sticky Pirelli tires, and you're gonna have a lot of fun with this scooter if you're out there trying to carve corners. One of the things that I would look out for, and I would imagine something that you would need to change from time to time, would be this boot, because when you're turning through time, I'm sure, like in some cars, you're gonna get a tear here and there, so it's gonna be a wear and tear thing. Just be mindful of that. Apart from that, I don't really see anything that I can nitpick on. I mean, this is a work of art bike. One of the challenges I would have Italjet face is the gauge. It's small, sleek, and just sporty. Take a look. I would wish, though, at its price point, they could figure out to make a TFT display with a gauge this size. Because usually TFT displays are huge, right? They're big, you got a lot of information. This is pretty much utilitarian. You got all the basic info. You got your gasoline, your time, your speedometer, your odometer, and if you fiddle around it, oh, you got total hours run, 121 hours. Press this one. You got trip A, trip B. You know, you just simply got the basics. So yeah, I would love to see a TFT display in this size. I think that would be cool. Grips are okay. Grips are okay. Mirrors. Aha. So if there's something here that's not up to par with the rest of the bike, I would say would be the mirrors. I think it would be cool if you got some machined mirrors to fit the lines and to fit the look of the bike. This would be really nice if it was aluminum as opposed to plastic, because everywhere you look, it's primo. So not to say that this is a cheap side view mirror, but I just think you can up the level of this to match whatever it is that we see here in the bike. Even the key, let's take a look at the key. Look at it, right? Trellis frame key. Look at the detail. Press this button over here and this thing's gonna snap out. Nice, huh? Nice touch.
Gasoline consumption can hit you anywhere from 28 in the city and 33 in long distance cruising. I hit 27.181 kpl in while very spirited riding.
The Dragster is a racer through and through, and you can immediately feel that in the suspension, unyielding in the corners, very stable, yet tolerable for everyday rides. You just gotta get used to the feel of it. It won't be as soft and plush as your usual small displacement automatic, but hey, this is an Italjet Dragster. From 1995 till now, Italjet continues to serve good old moto innovation and damn good looks. Their designs age gracefully, and this one priced at 376,000 pesos looks to be a keeper. And with how prices are going up recently, I'd say it's a pretty good buy at this point in time before this hits the 400,000 peso range, which in my opinion is not impossible. Things are just going up and up and up. The Italjet Dragster is tasteful, it's Italian, and yes, its exquisiteness might not be for everyone. But hey, you know, for those who dig it, you and me, we're gonna get along. This is Zach from Makina Moto Features. Ciao.
I don't even care to shake these simple blues, and we don't